E-Dragon over at the 3 o'clock side. We end up using two what is this? We use two E-Dragons and a bat spell to tank for the E-Drags. Phillip coming in with some very interesting approach for the funnel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Synchronic YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be covering Synchronic versus Geroo clan in the monthly qualifier. Today, I'm going to be your host, Shide. Let's get right into this action. So first and foremost, we zap out the air sweeper. We are coming on in with a Hydra bat with a couple of super barbs. We have clone spells, dragons in from the 230 side, E-Dragon at the 3 o'clock side. Blimp is in behind, Warden ability, trying to hope to get this Blimp all the way forward in towards that Town Hall. Need to be a little bit wary of the sweeper and also the invisibility tower. In the meantime, dragons make their way to the eagle and the scatter shot as well. We have got super minions in a side of this Blimp. Clones are down, rage spell is down, invisibility spells also going on in. Down goes the monolith. This ricochet cannon will be next. Town Hall needs to go down, otherwise that's going to be a little bit of a problem for Geroo clan for sure. A couple of super minions lock onto the Town Hall. They should be able to take it down in time. Yes, they do. Dragons take out that eagle compartment, also clear all the way down towards the 6 o'clock section. The whole top side of the base is still up and running, but we finally deploy our king and queen in towards this enemy king with an E-Titan to help kill any skellies or anything in that regard as well. Warden still pushing at the top end with the phoenix that brought him back to life. One dragon still at the 6 o'clock side. Royal champion still yet to be deployed. Let's see what the plan is going to be for Rico Coco 10 of a Geroo clan. A couple of super barbs here trying to funnel the king in towards this ricochet cannon area where he will have to beat a wall, but should be able to get through that relatively easily with regards to his gauntlet ability, as well as the queen pushing on forward with that frozen arrow, neutralizing that ricochet cannon as well. King beats through the wall relatively easily. Down goes the royal champion, down goes those skellies. Our RC now coming on in from the top side over at the 1 o'clock section to take out the X-Bot as well as the AD, and there's not much left on this base, unfortunately. Simone of Synchronic will be 3-starred. Ricky Coco of Geroo clan comes in, opening with a 3-star. GG's to them. Let's get in to the next attack. Second attack of the war is in. First attack for Synchronic. Simone coming on in with the opening hit for them. Root Riders, Valkyries and Super Barbs with that all-important overgrowth spell on this ring base. Queen over at the 3 o'clock side. Skelly before those Root Riders just to tank those initial Ricochet Royal Champion and double Archer Tower hits as well. King in behind with these Root Riders. Early rage spell. RC deployed at the top side from the 1 o'clock side. Siege Barracks was placed at the 12 o'clock section, overgrowthing the Town Hall, as well as one Poison Tower and both of these scatters, leaving up the Mono and the Eagle so that these troops can path around and take down as much of these key defenses as possible, so that we don't have to deal with too much DPS once this overgrowth spell does wear off. Looking really nice at the moment. Pekka's doing a great job on the outside. Rage over this Eagle Artillery. Queen now making her way towards the 6 o'clock section, absolutely making perfect pathing for these troops. Overgrowth spell wears out. Root Riders go for the Town Hall. This King is going to potentially go for the Town Hall as well. No, he doesn't. Town Hall goes down. King pops that ability, leading him towards a multi-target Inferno. Royal Champion ability goes off over at the 10 o'clock side, taking down that Inferno. Is getting shot down by the scatter shot, but manages to take it down. Super minions from the Siege Barracks as well assisting, and this is a very speedy hit coming on in from Simone of Synchronic right there. 1 minute and 15 seconds have passed and he's on the final building, and look at how speedy this opening attack was. GG's Simone. Geroo clan now in on Einstein. Acovio is coming on in. Queen charge Root Riders have been selected for this one. Queen over at the 6 o'clock side as well. We'll have to fight that King, but with the frozen arrow, there's not really too much to deal with. We have got this multi that is weakening the Queen a little bit. Need to deploy our healers. There we go. Finally get those healers down on that Queen. Skellies with a bit of a nuisance. This is going to be a very slow hit, considering that a lot of this meta does come down to time and being able to 3-star those bases as quickly as possible. Queen charge Root Riders not realistically being the best for speed, but they are very reliable when it comes to 3 stars. Queen took that king down with relative ease, now has to deal with a couple of archers. One had to take down the town hall, which allows to give us pathing if we root rider into one of these scatters over at the around about 4 to 7 o'clock. Okay, there we go. Root riders and the king in towards the 7 o'clock side. Siege barracks over at the 9 o'clock section. Royal champion held in pocket right here. The invisibility spell is about to go off in just a second. Ice golems coming out of that CC. There goes that poison spell. Invisibility spell also is going off on the monolith. Now let's see how we deal with all of this DPS with a single, the poison tower, ricochet, the archer tower as well. Queen locked onto Skelly's finally taking down that monolith. Warden ability was taken down as well, which means that these root riders did gain a little bit of health, but it looks like they're fizzling out relatively quickly. Queen caught in that tornado trap could be a little bit problematic. Still have the royal champion to be deployed, which he has deployed, sorry, from the 10 o'clock side of the base. King unfortunately wasn't able to get the value intended as he wraps around the outside, clearing up a trash ring of buildings. But now we have one titan left, no root riders remaining. This could be a little bit of an issue. We do have queen ability, still have royal champion ability. Do we have enough to power through the remainder of this base? The unicorn is still alive for, wait, whoa, what happened to the queen? Queen goes down, royal champion builds the ability, enemy RC still alive, his RC goes down as well. Oh my god, only the warden left. This is looking like it's going to be a defense for Einstein of Synchronic, who is going to hold off Akovio of Geroo clan right there. Only one Yeti remaining over at the top side, and this is gonna be a G's coming on in from then. The first fail of the war. This gives Synchronic a huge advantage leading on into the next attacks, knowing that they can slow things down and go for those safe 3 stars, which is gonna be a lot easier considering they don't have to force the speed limit, go and push for the speed of light. They can cool, calm, collected, get those 3 stars, take their time. Let's see how this war progresses. Here we go. General X is now in for the second attack of Synchronic. 15 Super Barbs, 6 Root Riders, and those Valkyries. King and Queen. King deployed at the 10 o'clock side, Queen at the 9 o'clock section right here as well. Royal Champion deployed early over at the 11 o'clock side of the base. Root Riders coming on into the multi-target Inferno double a ricochet cannon area. A Rage spell tower does go off. We deploy our own Rage Warden ability to power through all of this area. Siege Barrack was placed at the 12 o'clock as well. King ability goes off. He should be able to pick off this Royal Champion relatively easily. We are hoping that he makes his way into the scatter composition, which he does do beautifully right there. Double single target Inferno in the core. We Rage over these Ice Golems, hoping to negate them and get to these singles as quickly as possible right here as well. Ice Golems are going to be freezing up these Root Riders. One freeze on one single target Inferno Tower. Royal Champion picks off the other single target Inferno Tower right there as well. Only a few Root Riders left. We Rage the Royal Champion. Freeze on the Townhall. RC still has ability. Look at the Valkyries doing absolute damage on destruction at the 3 o'clock side of the base. Queen still has ability. Royal Champion inside of that Townhall. Poison isn't the ideal spot for her, but we drop the Skelly spells to distract the King and the Teslas on the back end. And look at the Hog Puppet go for the Royal Champion. Those Hogs taking down these defense, and that's a 3-star coming on in for General X. Masri Hamid of Geroo clan incoming has got the Queen Charge Root Riders. Queen over at the 12 o'clock side of the base. Wallbreaker to break into the Town Hall section right here as well. Now, let's see how we're going to manage to get the job done. We have left with Black Cannon. Early raid spell on the Queen right here is under fire for the double X. But this double AD could be a little bit scary in this composition if it starts to pick off those healers, especially with the Queen veering to one side. It's going to be hard for her to path for the other air defense without being under too much threat right here. So that's going to be a bit interesting to see. In the meantime, Root Riders coming on in from the 10 o'clock side of the base. Royal Champion deployed instantly at the 9 o'clock side with the Siege Barracks and a double Witch as well, assisting. Very, very interesting choice for sure of Masri Hamid of Geroo clan. Now, We have one Skelly trying to distract this Monolith, but the Monolith is on top of the baby dragon. We have got a triple Ice Golem CC with a couple of archers. Queen still working nicely as she is going to be able to help take down this clan castle. She drops inwards to help deal with this CC, unfortunately not being able to get the value intended on the other side. Warden ability rage spell goes off, trying to pick off this this ricochet cannon, as well as pushing into the core to picking off that Monolith. Healers though do finally switch onto the Root Riders, which is going to be really nice for a mastery, as it's going to allow to keep those Root Riders healthy and alive. But are they healing the Root Riders, or are they on the King and the Witches? That's going to be a bit of an issue. We still have one more rage spell. Royal Champion finally locks onto the Monolith, freeze on the Mono, freeze on the enemy Queen right there as well. Root Riders opening up the walls. We have still got this King ability, invisibility spell invising our Royal Champion and the enemy RC, as the enemy Queen rather. Pop the RC ability, she goes down instantly by the scatter on the double arch tower, with the Xbox raining down on her. King ability still left, one more rage spell in pocket, one free spell still remaining as well. Healers on the Witch not being very helpful whatsoever in this attack. 3 wizards and 1 sneaky goblin still remain. King is gonna have the wall. Oh no, the Root Rider doesn't open up the corner segment of the wall. This could be a little bit of an issue as well. Still with 2 spells and with 2 hero abilities. Rage up this Queen nice and early, trying to get rid of some of this DPS. Diggy is doing great work. King finally popping that ability as well. Unicorn still healthy for the Queen, which should be nice. King finally opening up a perfect wall segment for the Queen, but she decides to shoot a wall of her own. No idea what she's doing right there as well. She could have just wrapped around and been able to pick off all of these defenses, but she decides to be a wall instead. Very interesting choice for the Queen. King comes back to life with the Phoenix. Queen does take down the other wall as she breaks through one wall, gets through another wall, and this is going to be a time fail because the Queen decided to shoot a wall rather than going in and around and picking up the defenses where she was needed. Here we go, next attack is in. Einstein is in. We have got those Root Riders, the Super Barbarians with the Valkyries as well. A very solid attack in this meta, especially for time. Now let's see what Einstein does. Wall breaker in towards the 10 o'clock compartment. Super Barbs to clear the area for the King and the Queen. Here comes the jump spell down, opening up the ricochet cannon and the scar, also giving accessibility to the Queen. Root Riders in from the 2 o'clock side. Royal Champion in from the 12 o'clock section. Siege Barracks on the 3 o'clock side. We are speeding everything up, deploying things in different areas so that we can power through this base as quickly as possible. Royal Champion merges with those Root Riders to push on forward. King ability goes off to pick off the bottom side scar and also this ricochet cannon, with the Queen picking off the arch tower, and hopefully we'll lock onto this ricochet cannon. We'll have to pop her ability sooner rather than later. Warden ability finally wears off. Root Riders are going to be in the core trying to pick off this eagle on the multi-target Inferno tower. Townhall is up till the end. King goes down, comes back to life with the Phoenix right there. Rage on these Root Riders pushing on forward. Super Hogs come out of the CC at the 3 o'clock side. RC pushing in forward. There goes that invisibility tower, making everything invisible so the troops are safe for a split second. Invisibility spell wears off. Freeze on the Town Hall right here as well. We pop that Royal Champion ability, ensuring that Town Hall is going to be going on down, and down it does go. A couple more defense at the 6 o'clock side of the base. Super Barbs coming on in to try to take them down with the Super Hogs. The Royal Champion finally finishing off the final defense, and that's going to be a 3-star in under 1 minute and 20 seconds for Einstein of Synchronic Gaming. Next attack is in. GRX for Geroo clan incoming with the Root Rider Valkyrie spawn with the Overgrowth spell this time. We have really nice overgrowth value for the Town Hall, double ricochet, eagle, and as well as this double poison tower area in the middle of the base. Queen with the siege barracks over at the 6 o'clock side. We wall broke in over at the 4 o'clock section. Root Riders incoming with the Royal Champion at 9 o'clock, with the Root Riders from the 7 to 8 o'clock side of the base as well. Queen is going to lock onto this enemy King. Warden is down behind these Root Riders. Double Rage with the Warden Eternal Tome. Very nicely done at the moment. King is now deployed over for the wall break area, where we deployed at the around about 3 o'clock side of the base. So that should be interesting to see how that's going to work out as well. Royal Champion working beautifully, helping us to take down the CC. Valkyries are going to activate that Town Hall in just a second. A rage over this Town Hall would be ideal. There comes that rage spell. We also get a Skelly over on the Expo at the 3 o'clock side of the base as well. Oh wait, no, the king is in the core of the base. We wall broke in for the queen. Really nice early planning actually from GRX. I didn't see him deploy the king, that's my bad. King ability goes off, royal champion ability goes off, sweeping over at the 12 o'clock side of the base. Single target inferno goes down through the ball with the gauntlet, very nicely done. Queen is still alive. Royal champion did unfortunately go down, but these root riders will open up all these remaining walls for the heroes to push on through the base and to get the 3-star is relatively quick, but unfortunately it won't be quick enough. We are seeing a Geroo clan hoping that they hold a defense against Synchronic and are able to continue their 3-star streak to get the job done, but seeing a fail from Synchronic is highly unlikely with the form that they have been in lately, so we'll see how we proceed in the oncoming attack. E-Dragon over at the 3 o'clock side. We end up using two what is this? We use two E-Dragons and a bat spell to tank for the Edrags. Phillip coming in with some very interesting approach for the funnel. But it's not just the funnel. Look at the value that these Edrags are going to get. Oh my god. So the bats are tanking for the monolith for these E-Dragons to push on forward with a couple of loons. Will they be able to take out this monolith, which is going to be absolutely huge if they are? May not be possible. In the meantime, root riders coming on in from the 12 o'clock side. King and queen over at the 9 o'clock section. RC deployed in from the 2 o'clock side. The best great ward and eternal tome as well to ensure everything stays alive in the middle of the base, taking down the town hall, hopefully getting down these inferno towers as well. RC pops that ability nice and early down. Ooh, these Teslas are going to be an issue with the skellies. Down goes the mono, down goes these Teslas. RC is just doing God's work at the moment. Townhall will be going down in just a second. King finally popping that ability on the outside to try and force his way in towards the scattershot area, but he avoids the scattershot altogether right there as well. Super Barbs and Wizards working nicely with the Valkyries over at the 6 o'clock side. Queen still has ability on the inside of the base. She'll be able to do absolute wonders right here, taking down the multi-inferno tower and the multi-arch tower as well. Super Barbs are tanking for these Valkyries to pushing on through. Valks are now coming on in from the opening and they take down the Expo and Phillip incoming with the 3-star for Synchronic Gaming. The final attack is now in for Geroo clan. Ran is now in, taking off mark of Synchronic Gaming. Let's see how he'll be able to do. Superbob trying to take down this cannon right there. Should be able to get the job done for sure. We are going to push on through, aiming to get as much value as we can. Root Riders and Valkyries are in. They do come on down. Skelly spell to tank for the Warden Tower, but the double scatter is going to make light work of these Skelly spells. Root Riders going on in. They're going to push in towards this multi-mortar. Might be able to open up a couple of walls for the monolith as well. King has been deployed with them. Siege barracks over at the 6 o'clock side of the base. Queen broken into at the 3 o'clock section. We need to pop this early Warden Eternal Tome. A beautifully timed Warden right there just to negate these scatter shot damage. Queen is going to have to force her ability in just a second due to this Expo. There we go. Oh, it's just a frozen arrow. No healer puppet on the Queen. Very interesting choice. RC has, oh my god. So we raise the RC. RC almost goes down. Her ability is forced, but she just take down that ricochet cannon. In the meantime, the hogs from the hog puppet are doing work over at the 7 o'clock side of the base. Root Riders in the meantime in the 2 o'clock section with the Queen beating that wall. Everything is trying to push on through nice and quickly. Enemy RC does go down right there. Queen is now still beating a wall. You know, a classic Queen things right there. The hogs from the hog puppets are doing great work at the moment. King pops that ability as well. Enemy King still being alive is a little bit problematic. Valkyries. So we freeze the multi-inferno tower. We don't freeze the king. So these Valkyries are going to get taken down by the opposing king right there, which is going to be a bit of an issue for Ran of Geroo clan. Warden doing a little bit of work right there. This is looking like it's going to be a defense, unfortunately, with no hero abilities remaining. King does have the Phoenix, but with no gauntlet ability remaining, it's already been used. It's going to be a little bit problematic for Ran. Unfortunately, being the final hitter of this war and not being able to pick up that 3-star does leave your clan in a definite disadvantage in this war for sure. King finally goes down. Multi-locks onto the Warden. Warden will be going down sooner rather than later. Queen will get through this King, but she won't be able to finish off the rest of the base, especially with time remaining. We have got a couple of Valkyries still left at the bottom side that should be able to clear up, coming up from the 9 o'clock side of the base, but the multi is going to start doing a lot of work at the moment, especially if this unicorn goes down, which it does. There's no other way of the Queen actually healing unless the Queen can break the wall out of range of this multi-target inferno compartment, which seems a little bit unlikely, unless the Phoenix can also potentially Oh wait, no, never mind guys. Hold up, Ran is going to be getting the job done actually. With the Phoenix and the Queen, with that wall being less HP, will manage to pick off the 3-star actually very nicely done. I thought it was going to be a fail, but they do prove me wrong. Get that triple. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The final attacker of this walk, Mark for Synchronic Gaming, is in. Queen charge Lalo by him. Let's see what he is going to be able to do. Queen over at the 6 o'clock side of the base. Oh, do we? Oh, what is this? We have a Frosty on the Queen. A very interesting choice right there for sure. It was to slow down some of the defense. Actually, not a bad choice by Mark for sure. King is going to go down relatively easily with the frozen arrow of the Queen. Baby Dragon to make that funnel. Are we aiming to wall break the Queen in towards a single target Inferno Tower area? Because here comes our first super wall break, giving us accessibility. We do have 3 more super wall breakers remaining. Queen is walking over towards the 3 o'clock side of the base. Baby Dragon made a beautiful funnel. Does take down that Wizard Tower in the meantime. King on the barracks. Over at the 4 o'clock side, he's... Oh, I see this plan. King is going to wrap in for the X-Ball and the Royal Champion. Queen's broken in towards this Eagle compartment, which gives the Queen astonishing value right here. Because she has accessibility to both scatters. She has accessibility to the single and both ricochet cannons as well. This is going to be crazy value if you can manage to keep his Queen alive. These ice golems are not going to be helpful. Oh, the King had different ideas altogether. He doesn't go into the 3 o'clock side of the base. He actually decides to step in to pick off this single Inferno Tower with the Queen, which could be a little bit of an issue. Pop that King's ability. Will take down the single Inferno. Does give that Queen a little bit of additional tanking. Also popping that Tornado Trap. In the meantime, Lalo coming on in from the 9 to 10 o'clock side of the base. Blimp coming on in for the Town Hall. Spell Tower of Poison does go off over the Town Hall. Town Hall will go down, in fact, which is completely fine. Monolith now raining shots over on this Queen, which is going to be a little bit of an issue. Where is this Queen going to decide to go? She opens up that wall, doesn't give her accessibility to the Monolith. Loons are coming on in. Royal Champion is deployed over at the 3 o'clock side to clear that compartment where the King unfortunately did not go. Minion behind for cleanup right here as well. RC has to pop that ability. Queen with another rage spell, trying to keep her alive as long as possible. Hogs from the puppet are trying to keep the RC taking as least damage as possible. Multi-Inferno Tower is going to be a little bit of an issue with this ground export due to these skellies forcing this Royal Champion away. But the Queen does deal with them. Will be able to pick off this multi-target Inferno Tower. We get another wall break in, but it depends on how this Queen does end up pathing. Will we be able to manage to pick off enough percentage? We should have more than enough percentage right here, since Geroo clan percentage wasn't as high as this percentage right here. That super wall breaker actually giving the Queen the accessibility to finish off the rest of the base, but it is going to be a time fail coming on in from Mark of Synchronic Gaming, but it still will be a win incoming for a Synchronic right here, which is completely fine. The war is secured. He knew he had a percentage to beat if he wasn't able to 3-star. Unfortunately, due to the King, he wasn't able to get the value that he intended, which slowed down this attack and now causes it to be a 96% 2-star time fail.